Alright, you guys, I am back now. We've got another tornado, alright? The one up in Illinois has lifted, alright? We talked about that at the end of last stream. But we've got a new and potentially even larger tornado on the ground now here in Missouri. What? Anyway, as I was saying, we got a new tornado on the ground here in Missouri. There has been a debris signature here on the correlation coefficient. If we take it back one scan, we see there was some very large debris in the atmosphere here in the Twin River Park area and the Hoween Spring area there in Missouri. And this is continuing to move off to the east with more debris in the atmosphere now and an even tighter velocity couplet. All right, so we're going to continue to cover this tornado on the ground. Again, this is a confirmed large and damaging tornado that is currently sitting to the north of St. Louis, to the south of St. Louis here in Missouri. The tornado warning does include Arnold, Sunset Hills, and Byram's Mill. So if you're in that area, please do be taking cover immediately. Again, this is an even larger tornado than the last one. The only sign of relief is this little cell merger in the front here. Hopefully this storm does kind of suck the juice out of this tornado and it lifts. But unfortunately, that's not exactly how it works. But, I mean, it could happen, I guess, but I don't think that's likely. We've still definitely got some sort of debris in the atmosphere here. Looks like this is your debris ball. South of High Ridge, Missouri. So again, this is a confirmed large tornado on the ground. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning for this area. This is not a PDS tornado warning, but this is a observed tornado warning. Again, this is radar confirmed. We've got a large correlation coefficient drop over our velocity couplet, which does indicate a tornado. So again, this is a potentially strong and large tornado on the ground in eastern Missouri. So take cover immediately if you're in this tornado warning. Just off to the north and the west of Rock Creek now. Just went through High Ridge. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely still some sort of debris in the atmosphere there. Look at that. The base velocities are talking about some strong winds. Actually, it's not as bad as it looked. I don't look at the base velocities a lot because there's no need to because we have the high-res velocity, so I wasn't familiar with the colors mean. Because dark yellow on this velocity, that's like strong tornado. But dark yellows and base velocity are kind of weak tornado force winds. But anyway, we do have a potentially large tornado on the ground here. If not large, it might be strong. That just went through High Ridge, Missouri. And again, this is a confirmed tornado on the south side of the St. Louis metro here. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So, take cover immediately. This is the second confirmed tornado we've had today. Unless there was one while I was gone, but I don't think there was. If there was one, it was definitely down in Mississippi. That looked very close to dropping a tornado while I was gone. Let's see what that looks like now. You need to be taking shelter in this warning as well. I do want to emphasize this is still rotating very impressively. And there we go. We've got our another tornado confirmed. We've got a new confirmed tornado almost in the exact same area that the other one was. But this is a different tornado. This is for Macoupin and Jersey counties in Illinois. We've got a damaging tornado on the ground off to the west of Carlinville, Illinois. This is in west, central, and southwestern Illinois. Again, this is a confirmed tornado. This is a weather spotter confirmed tornado. This is on the ground. We've got multiple tornadoes on the ground, everybody. Again, this is a confirmed tornado. We don't know the strength or the intensity because we're really not even seeing that much here on the velocities. But that is a confirmed weather spotter tornado there. And then also, we've still got our tornado in Missouri to worry about. This one is definitely the stronger one of the two if I had to guess. I would say. Again, there is some big debris in the atmosphere here. This is a large correlation coefficient drop. Again, I do want to emphasize we now have 2 tornadoes on the ground. One is in Missouri and one is in Illinois. This tornado one just got updated. This is not PDS. That's all I was checking for there. Again, this is still a tornado on the ground, you guys. Arnold, you need to take cover now. Maxville, Tenbrook. Unfortunately, this is one of the more densely populated areas in the United States, especially in the Midwest. So there are a ton of areas that are going to take a hit from this, which is awful. It's just horrible to see. Again, this is to the south and the east of Murphy, Missouri. And then we've got our other tornado that is up there in western Illinois, close to the Carlinville area. Carlinville, you should be taking shelter. You are included in that area, at least the west side of the city is. So take shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows. And yeah, this is really bad, you guys. We've got multiple tornadoes. I wasn't even sure if we were going to see one tornado today. But we've already seen at least 3, possibly even 4. And if we get 2 or 3 more, I think it would be 3 more, because we need 6. Then this is officially a tornado outbreak. Again, like Mississippi, you are not under the gun for tornadoes today, at least what we were originally thinking. But now, we've got this tight velocity coupling here, this tight rotation. So again, you should be taking shelter in any tornado warning right now. That's good advice for every situation, but especially in a situation like this where we've got multiple ongoing tornadoes. We do have a storm on the Missouri-Illinois border that is producing 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. Make sure that you are taking shelter if you're included in that warning there. We've got so many different areas of rotation embedded in this line. And again, there's your debris if there is any left there. Got a new tornado warning. We got another tornado warning. It's an extension for this here. This was the tornado that we had last stream, all right? It has lifted, but it is still rotating enough to warn another tornado warning. So we've got areas like Standard City, Zanesville, Raymond, all the way out to Harville, Illinois. You should be taking shelter. And another one. Holy crap. Another tornado warning has now been issued for the northeast side of the St. Louis Metro. That's another area of rotation. We've got 6 different tornado warnings at once here, you guys. We've got 2 confirmed tornadoes on the ground. Granite City, please take shelter. And oh my goodness, that is a massive windbag. Again, there is a possible tornado trying to develop there. And then we've got our observed tornado down here. Or radar confirmed tornado, not observed. Okay, it looks like the debris signature is gone with that one, but stay in shelter. It could easily recycle, but hopefully that has lifted. Let's go back to our confirmed tornado in Illinois now, see if we have any updates to that. Yeah, I mean, the velocities are somewhat broad, but we can see that that is a weather spotters confirmed tornado. Weather spotters know what they're talking about, so it's not like a person saw a funnel and thought that it was a tornado on the ground. No, that is a confirmed large, well, I shouldn't say large, we don't know that, but a confirmed tornado on the ground there. And again, we've got so many areas of rotation here, you guys. This is ridiculous. Arnold, you gotta be in shelter. I mean, this storm that has previously produced a tornado and still might be on the ground is coming in right now. Same thing with Maxville and Tenbrook. This is one of the more distressing streams we've done in a while here. Or sorry, stressing, not distressing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Or does distressing work in that sentence? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. We can talk about this later. So, again, we've got some sort of even potential tornado on the ground there. And it's actually not a tornado on the ground, but there may have been a touchdown there for a second in Mississippi. It's hard to tell. Again, it's almost impossible to look at all the areas at the same time. We're looking at Mississippi, Missouri, Illinois. So many different tornado warnings, guys. And again, we are at six different tornado warnings. all for different areas of rotation, some even tornadoes. And again, I don't like what this is trying to do up here by Granite City. I really don't, you guys. It's very concerning. Again, we've got this storm that has previously produced a tornado near the Arnold area that is still rotating. Or sorry, it produced a tornado back here towards the High Ridge area, but it is still rotating near Arnold. So take cover immediately. And again, we've got our other very strong area of rotation here closer to the Granite City area. I believe that's on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River, and yes, it is. And yeah, we've also got these little supercells up here that are rotating closer to the western central part of Illinois, moving into the heart of Illinois very soon. And again, this is not looking good. That's not looking great at all. It's hard to see there, but man, that looks bad. And you gotta take cover now, you guys, if you are under a tornado warning. There are so many different warnings that we have right now. There's 6 different tornado warnings and 12 severe thunderstorm warnings. The severe thunderstorm warnings, they don't mean anything unless, they don't mean anything life-threatening, I should say. Unless they're like these 70-mile-per-hour wind ones, those are very dangerous. You gotta watch out for that, take shelter. And same thing for this 2-inch hail one down in Texas. And that's right, I completely forgot, we're looking at Texas too, you guys. And we have another tornado warning. We're up to 7, okay? This is an extension for this warning, so it's looking like they are downgrading this to a radar-indicated tornado threat. So again, this tornado has lifted near Arnold, but it could easily recycle, so you gotta take shelter. And then we've still got our tornado on the ground that is close to the... oh, that's actually been downgraded to radar-indicated too. Okay. What is... oh, yeah. Okay, so at the moment, it's looking like we don't have a tornado on the ground. But I'm not going to end the stream while we have 7 tornado warnings. There's no way. And again, this in Mississippi is looking really bad, guys. Near Sataria. This may have already produced a brief tornado or something. And I mean, it's tightening up even more now. So we got to watch that for a potential tornado touchdown near the Yazoo City area. Yazoo City, you're good. We're not concerned about you. But Sataria, I mean, this is coming in right now. Like, north side of Sataria especially. You got to take cover. But the whole town should be underground. You're not even technically in the tornado warning. But we will get a new one issued any minute for you. I'm almost certain. Because this storm is still rotating and it's heading for your area now. And again, it's like, there's so many different areas that we have to watch, you guys, for potential tornadoes. And like, this is looking really bad now. This is the supercell that produced a tornado last stream. We'll have to watch that very closely. Okay, luckily a lot of these warnings do expire in 9 minutes. And only a couple of them have been reissued. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for Christian County, Illinois. That's for Palmer and Morrisonville. That's for ping-pong ball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. This does not include Taylorville. Taylorville is a bigger town out here in this area. Taylorville is not included in that. Taylorville, you're good. We're more concerned about the area to the south of you. So get indoors, get away from windows. And again, that's in Morrisonville and Palmer. Got another new severe thunderstorm warning. That's for a large chunk of the St. Louis metro there, you guys. Or actually, I don't think that's the new one. I'm not sure where that's at then, because it's not popping up at the bottom like it's supposed to. Unless that is the new one. I don't know. We have a golf ball-sized hail warning for the Dent County, Missouri area that does include Salem. And Again, this is very bad. We do have some flooding reports from the St. Louis area even, so we may even see a flash flood warning get issued for that area soon. My goodness, guys, this is ridiculous. Going into today, I thought, yeah, maybe an isolated tornado occurs, but nothing crazy. And we're looking at a severe weather outbreak producing multiple tornadoes, one or two of them even being on the stronger side of things. Even tornado warnings in Mississippi, where there was not expected to be hardly any severe weather today. I mean, you were in that slight risk, but slight risks aren't anything crazy. And in fact, there is a severe thunderstorm watch for central Mississippi now. This does include Jackson and Meridian, Mississippi. That is just recently issued here. Oh no, never mind. That's been in effect for a while. I don't know how I missed that. Well, okay. Well, anyway, that is going to be for the threat of some wide, scattered, damaging winds and large hail, and some isolated tornadoes possible. And we do have a relatively new severe thunderstorm watch for northeast Texas that was issued about 45 minutes ago, 43 minutes ago. That's going to be for an isolated tornado possible, some scattered damaging winds, and scattered large to very large hail. So that one's even a little bit higher up there on the ranks than the Mississippi watch. We have 4 different severe thunderstorm watches in effect right now, all the way from Illinois back down into Texas, which is crazy to think about. Again, we have 7 tornado warnings right now. We do not have any confirmed tornadoes on the ground at the minute. I know that one says observed. That's from the previous warning. It has not been downgraded yet for some reason. And even though this isn't rotating a ton, I mean, this is a pocket of very high winds, close to 80 miles per hour, 0.4 degrees off the surface. So, and it's becoming even more widespread, close to the Kais Crossing area. Again, close to 80 miles per hour in some spots, so you got to look out for that. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for Lampasas, San Saba, and Mills County, Texas. That's for the threat of golf ball-sized hail, 65 mile per hour wind gusts. You got to look out for that. You should consider taking shelter. At the very least, though, make sure that you are getting inside, getting away from windows in the middle of your house, preferably. We do have a report from Hamilton County of some 2.25-inch hailstones, or at least one 2.25-inch hailstone. And that's a measured one, too, so it's not like that's just an estimation. So, very large hail, larger than lime size, not quite as big as tennis ball size. Reported in Texas so far. That's actually the biggest hail report we've had all day. And again, pocket of a ton of damaging winds there, and now we're up to 8 tornado warnings. That is another one for a new area of rotation. That's going to include Madison and Macoupin counties in Illinois here. This is for the Bethalto area, Bunker Hill, Mount Olive, Wilsonville, Staunton, Mount Clair, Warden, the north side of Hamel. So take cover immediately. Hamel's like in between these 2 tornado warnings. The south side's looking at one tornado threat. The north side's looking at a whole different one. This southern one, though, I'd say is even probably the most concerning tornado warning we have at the minute. It's doing a ton of damaging winds there, close to the northwest side of Collinsville. So Collinsville is actually included in this warning. That's a very big city out there in southwest Illinois, close to St. Louis. So make sure that you are seeking shelter. If you're in Collinsville, you are under that tornado warning. And in addition to that, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 1-inch in diameter hail and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. I would not rule out some wind gusts getting higher than that. And there's your rotation, again, west of Interstate 255 there. Again, that kind of cuts into the Collinsville area, the north side of Collinsville. Like, this is coming in, guys, close to Maryville and the Glen Carbon area. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for Yazoo and Madison counties in Mississippi. Golf ball-sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So I hope they're going to reissue this tornado warning. That's still some very impressive rotation close to Satartia. I've been pronouncing it Sataria, but I realize there's a T close to the end there. So Satartia in western Mississippi, close to central Mississippi. We do actually have a cyclone port in Jackson that we can take a look at. And, yeah, I mean, that's an interesting look there, to say the least. Again, going into today, we were, like, not expecting anything even close to this magnitude. We were expecting some widespread damaging winds and large hail, maybe an isolated tornado across parts of the mid-Mississippi Valley, and this has turned into a widespread severe weather outbreak across all the way from Illinois back down into Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Again, this is one of the largest outbreaks we've seen in quite a while, honestly. And yeah, that is looking really concerning north of Midway still in Illinois. Okay, we've got 7 different areas of rotation that we're watching. A new tornado warning has been issued. That's an extension for one of these areas of rotation. I can't even tell where at this point, but we have so many tornado warnings. This cluster of tornado warnings is all for this line. There's so many different areas of rotation developing in this. I think this might be the new one here for parts of southern Montgomery County. That does include Carlinville. Again, that's in southwest Illinois. Oh, I did not mean to bring that up. The southeast side of Missouri. All right, you've got some severe storms. There's not too many tornado warnings for that area. The more tornadic threat is now in southwest Illinois. And again, I mean, look at how high those winds are there to the south of St. Louis, and then several pockets to the north of St. Louis as well. St. Louis, you are somehow managing to dodge all of these tornado warnings, like the downtown area is, but all the areas surrounding it do have tornado warnings in effect. So, again, this whole area should be in shelter. All the way from Columbia, Illinois, back up towards Wagoner, Illinois, which is like a good, that's a large area there. That's about a 78, close to 80 mile per hour span there of tornado warnings. So hopefully everybody in that path right there is taking shelter now. We are down to 5 tornado warnings. We did just get a couple of them to expire. The one down in Mississippi expired and it was not reissued, surprisingly, but there's still some devious rotation there. The severe thunderstorm warning on it doesn't even have the tornado possible tag, which is why I thought the tornado warning was just going to get reissued, but it didn't. So anyway, I will quit yapping. I'll go back to the main focus here. We got 5 tornado warnings, 11 severe thunderstorm warnings across parts of the Midwest and Deep South. And we did just get an update to the severe thunderstorm watch in central Mississippi. Greatest near-term severe concern is going to be for the Vicksburg area as well as the Jackson area over the next 1 to 2 hours. So look out for that, you guys. Again, I'm almost baffled that they didn't at least put the tornado possible tag on this severe thunderstorm warning here. I would have reissued the tornado warning, but obviously the National Weather Service knows better than I do when it comes to the weather. I'm just saying what I would have personally done in that situation there. I would not be surprised if a tornado warning does get reissued for that area, or if the severe thunderstorm warning at least gains the tornado possible tag. But yeah, again, you guys, we have 4 severe thunderstorm watches in effect. No tornado watches. Because again, this wasn't meant to be like a tornado-driven enhanced risk. But, I mean, we've seen 3 tornadoes already at least confirmed. And all of them have been in the St. Louis area in Missouri and Illinois. And again, I don't like the look of this near the Holiday Shores area. This is some pretty devious rotation there. And yeah, that's a tornado on the ground. Okay. Everybody, we got a tornado back on the ground near Prairie Town, Illinois. This has not been recognized by the National Weather Service, but that's definitely a tornado on the ground. There's a large correlation coefficient drop right over our area of rotation, which does indicate debris in the atmosphere. This is, again, possibly a strong tornado on the ground close to Prairie Town, Illinois. Take cover immediately. Again, this is already a pretty substantial debris ball there. Those dark blue colors, those are some pieces of very heavy debris. Or just light debris that's been lofted super high into the atmosphere. So yeah, we do definitely have a tornado on the ground here. Again, this is not recognized by the National Weather Service yet, but we do 100% have a tornado on the ground close to Prairie Town. And yeah, that is doing a lot of damage right now, guys. This is going to ride up Renkin Road here, possibly right into Prairie Town, unfortunately, you guys. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it is a very real possibility. It's going to go, hopefully it's going to go to the south. And okay, they did update that to observed. This is our 4th confirmed tornado of the stream. Or of the day, not of the stream. And yeah, that is a large debris ball. Southeast of Prairie Town now. Warden and Livingston, you've got to take shelter. Livingston, I mean, this is going to come dangerously close to you. It's really sad to see something like this happen in such a populated area. Again, this is possibly a strong tornado on the ground. I kind of wish they would put the PDS tag on this tornado, because this is definitely a particularly dangerous situation. But they have not yet. Again, this is a large and potentially strong tornado on the ground southeast of Prairie Town, Illinois now. This is going to be moving east towards Warden and Livingston, Illinois. Luckily, right now, it's in a pretty rural area, so we're going to hope that it lifts before it gets to those populated cities. But unfortunately, with a tornado this size, it's hard to believe that that's going to be the case. I really would like to believe that, but I just don't think that's going to be what it turns out to be. Again, this is for right now in Madison County, Illinois. This is going to be entering Macoupin County potentially pretty soon here. Actually, no, it's probably going to stay in Madison County. But southeastern Macoupin County is included in that warning there. And should be taking shelter, because you've got another area rotation with you too in southeastern Macoupin County, and really all of Macoupin County. Except for like the northwest portion. Is under either a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning. Again, there's your very large debris ball. Again, that's going to be heading off to the east here. Maybe a little bit to the northeast, but actually it's pretty much due east. Yeah. So what we got to hope is that this goes in between the towns of Warden and Livingston. But I think the north side of Warden is definitely going to see some significant damage if this stays on the ground until it gets there, which it's very likely to do that. It very well could. At this point, it's better to look at the correlation coefficient even than the velocities, just so that we can see how large and strong the tornado really is. Because the velocities are not showing too much in this area, but again, this has been confirmed by the National Weather Service, and the correlation coefficient drop is very impressive. So this is a tornado on the ground. And again, this is possibly one of the stronger ones we've seen today. And we've got another tornado. Another tornado on the ground. This is radar confirmed. This was located over Glen Carbon. So this is somewhere in this vicinity here. I'm not sure if there's a debris signature yet, but the National Weather Service is confirming that. So that is our 5th tornado of the day, guys. One more, and this is an outbreak. There's your new correlation coefficient update on this tornado. Again, this is a strong tornado, guys. And unfortunately, it is going far enough north to possibly go directly through Livingston, Illinois. Which is devastating to see. My nose makes weird noises. That was a really random thing to mention. It just does, though. Again, we've got 2 tornadoes on the ground right now in western Illinois and southwestern Illinois. And one of them, at least, is on the stronger side of things. We're not too sure about this one down here, close to the Glen Carbon area, but this one up top near Warden definitely is. Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, and Collinsville, you're good. This is past you. But now we're actually Glen Carbon. I might wait a couple more minutes, at least on the eastern side of the city. But areas like Marine, Grant Fork, Highland, Alhambra, you're not in this tornado warning, but get ready, because this is coming in. We'll likely see a new warning be issued for this soon, because the warning expires in 22 minutes there. Again, we have multiple tornadoes on the ground in the Midwest, in Illinois, specifically. And yeah, that is devastating to see. Again, this really should be upgraded to the PDS tag. This is definitely a large and or strong tornado. Sorry, I'm looking at my stream here. I'm trying to mute it. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. The debris ball is completely gone. All of a sudden, it just disappeared. In one radar scan, it's gone. Okay. That is so relieving. Hopefully this means the tornado has lifted. Stay in your tornado safe spot, though, if you are included in this warning still, because this is still very bad rotation, if not still a tornado on the ground. Now we're worried about the Collinsville area, because this is some very high velocities. Again, this is pretty strong here, it looks like. We're not seeing a CC drop with it necessarily, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was preparing the text-to-speech. I was setting it up so that I could have an alert if the tornado went PDS, because I honestly thought that was a very real possibility. So it's so relieving to see that that is not the case. And we got a new tornado warning. That is for... Wow, that's a very large one. That's an extension. Kind of seems like they extended it for all three of these tornado warnings, all the areas of rotation here. It kind of seems like there's all three of these tornado warnings are going to be let to expire, and they're all going to go into this massive battle zone here, this massive box. So, Okawville, Breese, Carl, Greenville, Pocahontas, the west side of Centralia, Irvington, Belleville, O'Fallon, all of those towns/cities in Illinois that I did just name need to be taking shelter. I am slurring half of my sentences here. We did just get an update to a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. This is now for golf ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Take cover immediately. I did mention you should take cover with this storm earlier, but now you definitely should. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, vehicles, and windows. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. So then, again, you guys, we've had 5 tornado warnings, or 5, no, not just 5 tornado warnings. We've had, like, at least a dozen tornado warnings today. We've had 5 actual tornadoes today. One more and it's an outbreak, unfortunately. You hate to see it, but that's just the fact of the matter. Again, this one could possibly still be on the ground. It never looked that impressive, so it's not surprising that it still doesn't, but we still might have a weak tornado on the ground here. So stay in shelter. Anywhere in a tornado warning, you should be in shelter. Again, that's good advice for any time, but right now especially, because there's so many in effect, and some of them are very large, like this one here. It includes like 5 counties. This is the alert sound I had prepared, by the way. This is just a test, or sorry, not really a test, but this is just to show what I was going to play. This is not real, but this is what I was going to play.
This is an emergency alert. A large and or strong tornado is on the ground.
So that's what I'm going to play if there's a PDS tornado. I feel like that's a good idea. I'm still going to have that prepared because, I mean, it's still not out of the question. It's really not, unfortunately. The rotation near Livingston is wrapping back up. So, again, stay in shelter there, please. I cannot stress enough how important that is, that you stay in shelter there. All of our tornado warnings are in Illinois now. We got 6 tornado warnings in Illinois at once. Again, this is southwest Illinois that we're watching right now, you guys. Another new severe thunderstorm warning. That is going to be for a massive area. That is a huge severe thunderstorm warning, guys. Hold on. I'm going to make sure that you guys can see how massive this is. Look at that warning polygon. It goes like through an entire state size. We did just get a new tornado warning. That's an extension. Hillsborough and Nokomis, Illinois, take shelter immediately. Severe. I've never seen this kind of wording before. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage were located. But yeah, this is a huge severe thunderstorm warning. This goes all the way from southeast Missouri back into portions of south central Illinois. That includes like a ridiculous amount of counties. Like, that's how big a severe thunderstorm watch might be, like a smaller one. That is ridiculous for a severe thunderstorm warning, but everybody in that warning, there's like probably at least 1 million people in there. Look at all those county names. That is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and the threat of quarter-size hail, so look out for that. Go ahead and move indoors immediately. Let's actually see the population in that warning box there. And yeah, there are over 200,000 people included in that. Not as many as I was thinking, but still. It's not like that's a populated area. It's just a massive warning box. That's why there's 200,000 people in it. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn the SBC Outlook back on here. And as well as the severe thunderstorm watches. I was just trying to make sure you guys can see how massive that severe thunderstorm warning was. Again, we still possibly have a tornado on the ground somewhere here, now near Marine, Illinois. It looks like since this warning is downgraded to radar indicated, though, the National Weather Service is kind of noting that we don't have any confirmed tornadoes anymore, on the ground at least. At this very moment. But again, it can so easily change here, you guys. This is a ridiculous outbreak of severe weather, and if we get one more, I can say it's an official tornado outbreak, an outbreak of tornadoes. Sorry. This is crazy, guys. Again, this is a ridiculous outbreak. For the past at least hour, we've had 5 or more tornado warnings pretty much the entire time, I'm pretty sure. Or at least close to it. They just keep expiring and getting reissued. Expire, reissue, expire, reissue. Or one gets dropped, there's a new area of rotation. It gets reissued. It's ridiculous. And we do have some very strong velocities heading for the New Douglas area in Illinois, so take cover there. I mean, you're under the tornado warning, so you should be anyway. But yeah, the massive tornado warning. I don't think I've ever seen warning boxes of this size before on Radar Omega. Or, I mean, anywhere, I guess, because obviously the National Weather Service is the one issuing them. But yeah. Yeah, southeast Missouri, at this point, it's more of a damaging wind threat for you, but if you're in, like, southwestern or central Illinois, it's going to be a tornado threat for you guys, so watch out. And let's go and check if we have any new mesoscales or watches or anything that I didn't notice. Okay, we did just get an update to the severe thunderstorm watch. A threat for severe hail/wind will continue moving eastward this evening. An embedded tornado or two will also remain possible. Downstream, weather watch issuance is likely. This is going to be for parts of northwest Kentucky, portions of southern and eastern Illinois, southeast Missouri, and southwest Indiana, as well as west central Indiana. Basically that whole area that I just circled there. So look out for that. This is crazy, guys. It really is. Luckily, we don't have any major tornado damage reports yet, but it's not going to take long for those to start spilling in, unfortunately. I wish they would remove the observe tags off these warnings, because there's no tornado on the ground anymore, but I guess that'll make people trust a bit more that they need to be taking shelter, but it's also kind of inaccurate at the same time, because there's not likely any tornadoes that we know about on the ground right now. But, I mean, you should be in shelter anyway. I'm not saying there's no tornado threat at all. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. The velocities are still so strong. I'm just wishing the warnings got downgraded to radar indicated instead of observed/confirmed. Alright. Got another tornado warning, but the sound did not go off. And that's all the way down in Texas. In Passes County, Texas, the Lomita area. I was watching this area rotation, and yeah, I mean, it's gotten even tighter since last I saw. So it's a good thing they did issue a tornado warning for this. The concerning part of the rotation is to the north of Lometa, but take shelter anywhere in this warning polygon here. This is some very concerning rotation that is going to go right through the west side of Lometa, most likely here. This is moving off to the southeast at 10 miles per hour, so seek shelter immediately anywhere in that warning box. That includes portions of Highway 183 there, as well as Highway 190, and then the city of Lometa is included in that, or the town of Lometa, rather, as well as Centerfit. But luckily, outside that, it's not very populated out here. It's definitely not as populated as the areas that we have been watching out there in the Midwest. Like Missouri, Illinois, those areas have much more densely populated regions than Texas does. So, I mean, this down here, there's only like 2 towns included in this entire warning. And it's a decent-sized warning. So, yeah. Just a very unpopulated area, which is good. But seek shelter there in Lometa and the other town. I forget what it was, especially. All right. Oh, my goodness, dude. 8 tornado warnings. That is ridiculous. I don't like that. It might be the most tornado warnings we've had in a long time at the same time. I know there was a time back in the Ohio tornado outbreak where we had like 16, maybe not 16, but like 12 tornado warnings at once on stream. That was definitely more than this, but still, this is crazy, guys. Alright. So again, please do be taking cover here in any of these tornado warnings. Or if you're in one of the considerable severe thunderstorm warnings, that being either golf ball-sized hail or 70-mile-per-hour winds. If you have a question about your location, about what kind of warnings you're under or anything like that, or just, like the future weather, go ahead and leave those down below, and I'll try to answer those accurately and honestly. Let's go back down to our supercell in Texas that is rotating a lot, actually. Again, that's a very tight velocity couplet there. I would not be surprised if we have a tornado drop down with that soon if we don't have one already. That's a little suspicious. We're going to have to watch where the velocities match up at, but that could be a tornado on the ground in Lampasas County, Texas. Lampasas County. And if it is, this is a tornado outbreak. So let's see here. I'm not rooting for that to happen, but I'm just saying if it does happen, this is a tornado outbreak. And a very unexpected one at that. Like, Texas was not looking at much of a tornado threat either, but here we go, guys. We got a tornadic supercell, and, okay, that is not a tornado. Well, it could be a tornado, but that's not a CC drop, is what I meant there. Again, though, this is some tight rotation near Lameda. So you gotta look out for that for sure. And again, we've got so many tornado warnings up here. Even this massive one, like, even with that, we've still got a lot. If this was all a bunch of smaller warnings, we'd have, like, 10 or 12 tornado warnings right now. We still have 8, which is still a ton, but, like, seriously. Alright, guys, since we don't have any ongoing tornadoes, I think I am going to end off the live stream here. I will be back later if we do get a tornado touchdown. But for now, I want to thank you all for tuning into this live stream. It has been incredibly eventful, way more eventful than expected. We've had tons of tornadoes touch down on this stream. I will let you guys know about severe weather updates, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.